Welcome. Today's video topic is regarding happiness in life. So today we will be discussing about how to attain the happiness of life. Let us basically start with the process of happiness. When we say we are happy or we are not happy, it indicates your state of mind. Basically, state of mind is related to your mood of the particular situation, particular timing. So, to maintain a happiness of mind, you must maintain a state of enrichment, fulfillment, happiness. But how it can be done? It's not so easy to attain that particular state. In a particular day, you will always feel that now you are happy. But at the next moment, you will come to realize that your happiness is no more there. So, this basically happens because there are a lot of thoughts coming into your mind, and some of the thoughts are encouraging you and inspiring you. Those inspiring and encouraging thoughts basically lead to your happiness, and you will feel the enrichment in the life. But after some time, when you think in a different way, different thoughts will enter your mind, and accordingly you will be feeling nervous or sometimes anxious, and that will lead to your unhappiness or miseries. So basically, happiness and miseries are nothing but it is a state of your mind. What you are thinking today at this moment, that defines your happiness or your miseries. Now, if your goal of the life is to attain the happiness, how you can attain that particular goal? It's not so easy, and it's not extreme difficult at the same time. So let us begin with the further thought process onto the topic of happiness. Here, one must understand this happiness. If you want to be really happy, you have to control your mind. You have to control your thought process. Until and unless you are not able to control your happy thought process, then you will have to suffer the sufferings. Now, next question is how to stop these negative thoughts or the thoughts which are leading to sufferings, which are enhancing your anxieties, or which are enhancing your worries. So best way, one of the way is a meditation, and in meditation most of the people are trying to make their mind as neutral as possible, and in that process they are trying to remove thoughts from the mind. Once you decide to sit in a meditation, you will soon realize that it is also not so easy thing, because once you try to remove these thoughts, next the moment you will find the new thought is coming into your mind. So it may be practicable to attain that meditation state at a particular stage of your life, but it requires a lot of patience, it requires a lot of practice, and you cannot stay or sit at a one particular place at least for 20 minutes without any allowing any thoughts into your mind. So it's not so easy thing to attain a state of meditation. So then how you can still maintain your happiness? The very two things are there in your control. That means since you are not able to stop the thoughts, that means you must be busy throughout the day. And this can be achieved through two simple things. One is a karma yoga and second one is a bhakti yoga. So when we say about karma yoga, that means whatever the life you are having today, you must accept that. Whether you have been having doing one particular job, or you may not have that particular job in your hand, whatever life is there, you must accept that life as it is, because this life is given by the Almighty Lord. And whatever good or bad things are happening in your life, it is as per the will wishes of that Almighty Lord. So you must first convince to this and accept the Almighty Lord's wills and wishes. Once you accept these things, then you can do whatever activities are in your hand. Those activities up to the most perfection. You can't do it perfectly, but you will try to make it good and better and best, and excellence can be achieved in this process. Still perfection is not possible because as a human being we are not a perfect, and we can't be perfect because our senses are limited. These are not a perfect senses. For example, human brain capability varies from one person to another person, and how much part of the brain he can use, that only define how is the limitation of this brain. So basically your eyes can view some particular things. For example, whatever visible, those you can see. But for example, viruses, biological bacteria, you cannot view. But it does not mean that these viruses and these bacteria are not existing into the world. That indicates your eyes are also limited. Since your senses are limited, you cannot be perfect. So try, so give the wills and wish of becoming a perfect. So what you can do? You can do whatever activities are in your hand, which are given to you, accept happily. And thanks to the Almighty Lord, whatever you are there in your life, and do that activities, that work in a more honest way, more transparent way. Have a commitment to the work, dedication to towards your work. That will define your karma yoga. So basically, karma yoga is nothing but whatever activities or whatever life you are living today, doing it more honestly with utmost integration and commitment. So this is the way you can do the karma yoga. Second one is a bhakti yoga. While doing your activities, you must remember as and when you will get some free time. So you must have a communication with the self and Almighty Lord. When you can communicate with this Almighty Lord, there is a one particular way to communicate with Him. You must sit in silence, focus on to the Almighty Lord, have a dialogue with Him in a positive and constructive manner. Don't ask your daily needs to the Almighty Lord. Don't pray for that. But you must know what to pray with Almighty Lord, because this life is unique, and you must know the purpose of your life. Until and unless you don't know the purpose of life, you can't ask what is the best, what is the excellent thing. You must ask for the Almighty Lord. So the purpose of life, as Buddha rightly said, that this life is full of miseries, and that is the fact. So our purpose of life must be to get free from these miseries forever, and to attain that purpose, that we must be free from miseries, that should be the goal. And to achieve this goal, we must stop from taking birth in every birth. Like we must get free from the cycle of birth and death. This is a vicious cycle we are going through, and during every birth you will find there are sufferings and sufferings. So the goal of the life, purpose of the life is to become free from the cycle of birth and death. And that goal will lead to you, Almighty Lord. Once you are clear about the goal, when you are now praying for the Lord, Almighty Lord, you must pray so that you will be congruent with the Almighty Lord. And you can pray from getting free from this vicious cycle of birth and death. That is the only thing you should ask to the Almighty Lord. Surrender yourselves to the Almighty Lord. Surrender whatever you have earned in your life to the Almighty Lord. And this is the way you can be one with the Almighty Lord. Pray for oneness with this Almighty Lord. Pray from your own heart. Your pains must be directly communicated to the Almighty Lord. This is the one-to-one interaction you should be able to establish with the Lord. So this is the second step, that is a Bhakti Yoga. So these are the two yogas which you must practice on. One is a Karma Yoga and second one is a Bhakti Yoga. So to attain this Bhakti Yoga, you don't worry that you have to sacrifice your daily routines. No need to sacrifice anything. You can continue your activity as usual, but when as soon as you get some time, have a dialogue with this Almighty Lord, interact with Him, pray for Him. Don't pray for some these physical things like money, house, job, and so on. This is the very small things we should not ask to the Almighty Lord. And once you know your purpose of life, then only you can ask what is the best for you. The best thing to ask to the Almighty Lord to get free from this vicious cycle of birth and death from the life. So these are the two yogas you must practice in your daily life, Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. And these two are practicable things in today's life without compromising anything, without sacrificing these anything. You can easily perform these two yogas. And with the help of these two yogas, you will be the dear most to the Almighty Lord, and He will keep blessings onto you, and your life will be satisfied. You will feel happiness in the life, and everything will flow in the right fashion, right directions. So, this is about one attempt how to remain happy, how to achieve the state of happiness, and how to do our Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Thank you for watching today's video. Thank you. Bye bye for now.